So as normal, I'm making the behind the scenes video on how I make my animations or renders. This one is going to be covering basically how I made the recent Yakuza animations. No one in particular, all of them in general have been using the same techniques. As normal, it's just a normal Blender scene. There's nothing, I'm not doing anything crazy with the, compositing and whatnot. But it's just a normal scene. But the thing that people want to know is like, how did you actually animate everything so that, how did you animate the Guilty Gear Strive models to do the Yakuza things? I have to admit, no, I did not actually animate the models frame by frame. I didn't use a custom rig for anything. I am actually a very tricky, sneaky boy, and I'm going to teach you how I am a tricky, sneaky boy. Because I am actually ripping the models or the animations and model from the game to actually retarget the animation for them. There are fixes that you have to do after you do it because the retargeting system isn't perfect. For example, when I retarget an animation, the thumbs are usually wrong, the head can be wrong, bones are wrong. It's just random stuff like that. But it's almost all the work is actually done for me, including the camera panning around for the most part. But it's really just me using this add-on called Rotoko Studio to retarget the animation between the Yakuza models and the Strive models. Can't take all the work for it. I'm sorry, I'm not a, ultra genius Giga Chad that manages to animate everything themselves. I like doing it the easy way just for some quick memes. But the only things that I really did was fixing bone orientations. Like the thumbs were just spun around wrong sometimes. They would sometimes show up like, give me a sec. They would, when the animation retargets, it would be like this, where they're all spun around, and it's as easy as just fixing their curve and moving it down so that it's proper. Also, the camera needs to be shifted around. I've had to actually there's some spots that I actually have to manually animate it. Sorry, because the Potemkin's significantly larger size. But it was just stuff like when right here when the camera has to be panning away through all these Potemkins. The normal animation would be directly inside of all of them. Like I had to manually animate all of them going by so that none of the models clipped. Or the beautiful view of when he spins around and the hand goes out. This bit, normally Potemkin is clipping directly into it. Let me move that. But I had to manually animate it so that the camera is no longer shifting into it. But no, I didn't do all the work. I'm a dirty, sneaky boy, and now you can be as well. The rest of the stuff was just, same things. This animation, the Friday night, was just Bloom, After Effects, depth of field stuff. I actually had to render this out at about 240 FPS just for the one scene where he's sliding on the ground. This bit here where he goes and he starts sliding. The entire animation is all in 30 FPS, but it's all in real time where he just slides across this floor as you would normally in real life, or not in real life where it's flat speed. So render the animation at 240 FPS, play it back at 8 times speed, except for that little bit where it's at 1 time speed, so it looks really slow. But the animation for the Friday night stuff, everything's in like different strips for all the different dance moves. Like going across like this was one strip, going back was a strip, going all these different cross moves. This is the Friday night animation. I actually did all of the camera work because for some reason the camera did not actually contain any information for the camera work. So all the camera work in the Friday night I actually did myself. So I'm a little bit prouder of that one. That's why I did more effort. Also the disco floor, that was myself as well. I made that, so everything's all nice and colorful, but it's just a driver underneath it that's just making all the colors change. all the extra animation work was from Yakuza using the Rotoko Studio animation. So, not a lot of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes. It was, I can't take all the credit, but I do enjoy the creativity to make things that people enjoy. And I hope that now you know how I did it, you can now do it as well.